part 1 for me, but part 2 for y'all, kind of, because we did this before, but not on my channel. But welcome to Q&A part 1. We have Tauntaun. He'll be asking questions, and I'll just be answering because honestly, I have no one else to. But if anyone asks questions in live, then I'll answer those. But I honestly doubt it because it's kind of school hours right now for some. So yeah, Tauntaun, I'll go ahead and let you start us off.
All right. First question that a lot of people will be asking: Why has there not been a PvP landslide event? Every time the timer has been updated, right when it hits 0, no live event has happened.
Well, we only updated the timer twice. The reason for that is because it's been planned. For example, the chapter OG was only supposed to be 1 month, and somehow we ended up making it 4 months, and it's still the current season. Big, so there's been a ton of delays on that. So as of now, that's going to be the state of the map unless we decide to do another season. One thing that has been in the talks, or that I've been thinking about really, is neither not really doing a season 2 of OG right now because it just wouldn't make sense because we just had season 1, but a PvP Lands PvP Lands Unvaulted season, or not rewind, remastered, which is just a combination of mini maps. But that's the state that we're in right now.
All right. Another question. So, Predator vs Survivor. Will there ever be a sequel to that game, or will it come back, or is it just gonna be discontinued?
So obviously it's discontinued but still playable. I mean, to be honest, it does still get quite a bit of plays according to my creator dashboard from Epic Games. But which is surprising because sometimes it gets more plays in PvP lands, but I'm honestly surprised about that. But as of now, I do not have plans to update the game. But there always has been consideration of making a part 2 to the game, or a remastered version. But as of now, we have nothing on that game.
Okay. Another question.
Go for it.
Will there be any other versions of PvP Lands, such as PvP Lands Lego Edition, PvP Lands Zero Bit, or what?
So as shown in the update leaks or in the devlog for people that do have access to that, because like you know how we use like Trello for the update log, so you can see future updates coming to PvP Lands. Let me load it up right now on my phone. Which I'll send it to you because I know you're making a video after this. So you can look at it. Let me log in real quick. Hold up.
Here, I'm just logging after.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead and ask this question. Go ahead and ask this next question.
I've been putting with you earlier. I've seen you before have the PvP Lego Edition rift up. Have you been working on PvP Lego Edition?
So yes, we have been working on PvP Lego Edition. It is a different state because we don't have much guns. So it's hard to make a battle royale map with not much guns. It's very possible and very doable, but it's not the best. But that's not our main focus because we're more focused on Chapter 2 because that will probably most likely release with Chapter 2 of PvP Lands. So Chapter 2 would be the priority for PvP Lands because of that. And I'm now logged in to the Trello. So if you look at roadmap and you go back to what you were saying before this question, if you go to the Trello, you'll see this new tab. It's PvP Lands Chapter 2. And about if we're ever receiving new modes, there's obviously going to be Battle Royale. There's going to be Zero Build, which will probably come next update of PvP Lands. There's multiplayer, which again, we're going for more instead of just sticking to the casual Fortnite vibe where it's just a Battle Royale game. That's all it is. We're switching over to more of a Call of Duty style, where it's many things and then back to what I was saying, there's campaign, zombies, and then LTMs. That's all we have for PvP on Chapter 2, Season 1, A New Beginning, which, we've already said before what that season is. But, yeah.
Another question. You made a poll that says our team has been looking into new games. We want to know what kind of games y'all want to see us release. I have a question.
Go for it.
Of the end of the year, what if right now? First question: it's in a tie with Congo Bay and the
And
last
the last
night.
night, yeah.
If they stay in a tie until the end, which one would win?
So obviously this poll has Loki been kind of a journey. At first, Twister was in the lead, but I'm Loki happy Twister's not in the lead because to make a tornado game and all this, like, for actually, you know what? Here, I'll just get off the topic of Twister. If you want to ask a question about Twister later, I understand that, but I don't want to start a whole new conversation just about Twister unless you ask that question. So, Twister, I'm happy isn't in the lead right now, and I'll explain why if you decide to ask a question about Twister. Um, so the last night and Kongwei are two very good games, but one game that has been in the plan since last year, which was Congo Bay. Originally, you're aware of this. I think you are, but it was supposed to be a Roblox game. But then I was like, I'm not too much of I don't like really like Roblox is kind of harder to use. It's kind of like UEFN. I'm not a good coder and all that, so I decided to switch it over to Fortnite. So as of now, Congo Bay is my personal favorite, so I'm gonna go with Congo Bay. But the last night is not far behind, and that game will not be forgotten about. It's been planned for 2 or 3 years now. It's not forgotten about. We kind of did make it at one point, but then we restarted that because it didn't hit our expectations. Which hopefully, if it's not good for us, it's not going to be good for y'all. Um, so we're not really working on the last night. It's still just a work in progress. But if you want an honest date, we can't. I do expect to work on it. Not really anytime soon, but for sure, sometime starting in 2025, I plan to work on it. Maybe very late 2024 at most. I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Is there any other games that you have not talked about yet that are in the works?
Yes, there's two games in the works right now. Well, one of them is starting very, very early development, and then the other one is just talk about that. Um, Again, I don't want to get off topic, but if you want to ask a question about one of them or about what one of them are, I can maybe answer.
Yeah.
It just depends.
What is one of the names of one of the games?
One of the names. Okay, so game names are really hard because you don't really know what to do. So I do not have a full name on any of them. All I know is what games they kind of are.
What games are they kind of are? Like, are they shooters or what?
One of the games are not. It's a one. So okay, I'm going to tell you both of them. One of them is a horror game, not like the Last Night, because the Last Night is more of like a Dead by Daylight style, where it's like just in other words, more of you're the killer, survivors. This one's a single player horror game. It's kind of more of like a story game, kind of like I would say. I mean, Resident Evil vibes. You could kind of say it's more story game. And
Okay.
then the other one is more of like the other one. I haven't really thought about it because we're stuck in between many games. Like, look, hold up, let me just look at this one real quick. Like, okay, we're thinking of neither probably making it like a tycoon of some sort, but we don't really like tycoons just because I mean, yeah, they're easy to make, but like tycoons are kind of boring. I mean, it could be a tycoon, but we're not for that. If not a tycoon, we hope to make it like some sort of simulator of some sort. Like for example, like you could do a building simulator, city skylines, or stuff like when we refer to tycoon, we're not like referring to like the Fortnite tycoons. We're going more to like Roblox tycoons, like for example, War Tycoon, Retail Tycoon, stuff like that. They're not really tycoons. They call them tycoons, but they're not too much of the tycoon that you would see here on the Fortnite platform. Then, so there's that.
If play, so in the poll it says our team had, that one poll.
Yeah.
There's Playcraft 2 on that. Playcraft 1 has never released. So what's that gonna mean?
So, Playcraft 1 has never been fully published, and the reason why is because, as you know, the games were planned to be revamped, or more than like 75% of the games were planned to be revamped, but haven't received that revamp. So what we're trying to do is restoring the map back to its original state, and then we plan to have it released, to be honest with you, as of November or October.
Okay. Okay. So on Congo Bay,
Mhm.
has what is so normally what is it gonna be? Is it gonna be a big map or a small map?
So we plan to start off with a smaller map because for the stories we're stuck in between two phases or two types of things. So we're thinking of the game being like GTA, or there's like for example GTA 4, GTA 5, GTA 6, like every once in a while they come out with a new GTA. Or we're thinking of making it like just any other roleplay game. It's just one game, it'll update. We'll just have update for it, and it's just that one game.
Okay.
But as of now, we're preferring to have it like GTA 1, GTA 2, GTA 3, and then, yeah, and so on.
Do you know what city it's gonna be based off? Like Chicago, Dallas, New York, what?
So, I'm trying to think if I want to say this one. I'll answer this one. Okay. So, Congo Bay 2 is most likely, it's a 50-50 chat. Okay, actually, no, Congo Bay 2 is 75% confirmed of actually being a project. So, I mean, I have the map. It just hasn't started any development on it. But I have it you know how on Fortnite you can like create an island. I have it created. But what we're using is the grid island system, and the Congo Bay 1 map will be the smallest. We'll go bigger on Congo Bay 2, and then extremely big on Congo Bay 3. So with
Okay.
this, we plan for Congo Bay 1 to take place in New York City, kind of like if you go to GTA, it's Liberty City. Because New York City is honestly a big vibe. It's a small map, so we want it to just be all city. Congo Bay 2 and 3, so we do not know where the maps are taking places, but some ideas that we have been taking ideas from and that are potential is Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Galveston, Texas, Orlando, Florida, Tampa, Jacksonville, Las Vegas, Chicago, Seattle, even places such as the Bahamas and all that other stuff are just ideas that we have in mind, but we have no confirmation on those two games on what the map will be.
Okay. Another question. Is there so normally when an update happens or anything like in Slushy Studios, you would post something on the community tab, right? Like
Yes.
in PvP on servers or that. Will there be any leaks for any games coming out soon on that community tab or any teasers?
Because Congo Bay is really our main focus right now, because we're trying to get it done, as we said, by the end of the year. And we started development on the game like maybe like a month and a half ago, and it's a big game. I mean, it's gonna be like GTA, as we said, but it's gonna have story mode, online mode, all that stuff. Which online mode is a completely different story. So again, you can ask that as a separate question if you would like. Um, but story mode, because that's going to be how we'll launch at launch, is a big game. We plan to launch trailer one for the game, if not next month, in November, because Congo Bay is going to release neither in November or December. So if it's releasing in December, we'll see trailer one in probably late October, and then we'll see trailer two in mid-November, and trailer three like a week before it launches.
Do you
And
think there will ever? Do you think there will ever be a very small teaser for the game, like a 5 second teaser of just a part of the story?
yeah,
What do you
well,
think that
what we're thinking about doing is PvP Launch Chapter 1 Season 9, which at this point kind of got scrapped because we're just going to go straight into Chapter 2. Um, Stuff like that, the map maybe post every once in a while, post an image of the map, or but what I plan to do is start off with a blur, like maybe even this week, maybe even latest 3 weeks from now. We're going to post an image of the Congo Bay map, and it's just going to be blurred.
Okay. Do you know? Can you tell us a name of a landmark, like or a landmark in Congo Bay?
Okay, so name of a landmark. So obviously Space Off in New York, obviously. Sorry, let me see what the time is on live. We're 14 minutes in. Okay, so we're based off in New York. Um, the one landmark I'll give you is the statue of Slush. Make out of that what you want. I think you know what that is already, though, Pontown.
Okay.
Not the Statue of Liberty, guys. The statue of Slush.
Now, this might be controversial. So, will what time base is this? Is New York in this game? Because if so, will the Twin Towers be in it?
Oh. Um, time base for New New York. Um,
Like,
we're gonna probably go back. It's gonna be a mix of an old New York with modern New York, but most likely, all I'm taking from I can't say it right. New York is just gonna be like the terrain it's on. From that, the city will probably have certain landmarks such as like potentially what's it called? Oh, Central Park. Like that's one landmark that I probably might add. Other than Central Park and the Statue of Liberty, which in our case is the Statue of Slush, everything else is just going to be random buildings that we make. We probably won't take off. We'll probably have like one or three real life, like three, 10 max, real life buildings from New York. But yeah,
where? So, also, so, but Twin Towers, okay? Will there be the Twin Towers Memorial, or will those actually be done, or are we just not going to put those in the game?
um, we probably won't put the original ones, the ones that sadly, we all know what happened that day. We probably will not put those ones just because I mean, I don't know. And then because we like more of a modern New York, but still an old New York. Um, but the reason we like older, New York is because of the graphics that we're putting into the game. Because we're gonna make it look older, a little bit older. Oh no, you're good.
Wait,
But I
so,
would say we would maybe potentially just not have the either one of the World Trade Centers in the game at all. Not the new one, the memorials or the old.
okay, what year, it, like 2020s, 2010s,
New
what?
York, probably sometime between 1970s New York to 2024.
Ooh,
Because there's a lot of stuff in New York. So, but if I had to give a great estimate, probably everything from 2011 and below, from the 1970s to 2011, most likely.
okay. Um, PvP events now. P-
Uh oh, I
um,
think I know what you're gonna ask.
why is there no updates?
I
Why
knew
has
it.
no, why has none updates come out? We've been waiting.
So
There's been leaks.
yeah. So here again for this one, I'm gonna pull up the Trello again, which I signed in by the way. So I just gotta open my phone. So again, I'll show you the Trello after this. But if you go to the PvPlan's update log, because if you go to like the season OG PvPlans, right? Its
Uh-huh.
end date was September 4th, which means on September 4th we were supposed to get a new season, but we didn't go through with that, so its end date is currently unknown. It was last updated 2 months ago. I know. This update that we're working on is so big. It has so many changes. It's not the biggest update we've seen because the biggest update was 9.20. This update is version 9.30. So I'll go ahead and read you the update log. So it's add NPCs back to the game. And this time there's going to be 5 NPCs instead of just 1. That's completed. Add PvP Ants Plus and give the shop a revamp. Those are also completed. Add interiors to buildings and revamp a POI. We haven't worked on that yet. And then we already added all these new stuff, private service, storm, service stations, and shop pop power-ups. Which some of the stuff may sound new, such as service stations and storms, because we never had those BPM, and how we had private service. So really we're just working on revamping a POI, adding an interior, and adding the one bigger mechanic, and then we can launch it. The only things, the reason why we haven't really been able to do that is because we added a main menu, right? So when during the game, it's like welcome to PvP Lands, and then it shows the main menu as you've seen before, because we leaked it before. It is very laggy, and there's so many bugs and glitches that we're trying to patch. Like so many, like the most PvP Lands has ever had. So that's really why the update has been stopped. And on top of that, we're also working on the tournament. So there's that.
What happened to the P-Town Goo tournament or whatever?
That's supposed to release with next update. So it's had some development, but really nothing nothing can really much happen until that update comes out.
Okay. Okay. Another thing. With Storm coming into the game, how the people that are grinding are probably gonna hate Storm, like hate it. So how are we gonna fix that issue?
So, what will happen is, so obviously, when queuing up in Fortnite, you can queue for a public or private match, right?
Uh-huh.
In PvPns now, because of how it's going to work, you can only, so you know how you can like switch it from public to private? You can only now queue into public matches. Reason being is because storms are in public matches only, kind of. So when you join the game, and it'll see like welcome PvP lands and all this, there will be game mode selector. If you press game mode selector, you can create your own private server if you own PvP Lands Plus, or you can join someone's private server, kind of like EROC, because you know how EROC is. Or in other words, welcome to Bloxburg, kind of like that. You can create your own private server and join other people's private servers. The server owner will be able to disable stuff like storms and all that. So in other words, if you don't like storms, you can still do it in a private server. Your gold will save and everything. Well, actually, I didn't think that went through. Gold won't save. You know what? No, it will. Never mind. I know what I'm doing. Never mind.
I was
Gold will
about to
save.
say, because, so gold will save in private servers.
Gold will save. You can still do your quests and all that other stuff as if it was normal.
Okay, good. Because pretend I wanted to grind 15 minutes, okay? Okay?
Yeah.
I gave my private server. If if I play in the public server, I'm more likely to get third party, like someone just shoot me, and Storm might be starting out on me.
Yeah, one thing I will say is there is a slight chance gold won't save that you earn in private servers. Because, I mean, just like any other game, I mean, stuff that you earn in private servers aren't going to save most likely. But yeah, stuff, well, what do you mean Bloxburg?
There's private servers in Bloxburg, your money saves.
Yeah, but that's building a game. This is a game.
You can build in PvP events.
Never mind. But yeah, anyways, gold may or may not, like stuff that you earn may or may not save in private servers.
Because
it probably will, though.
Yeah, it should. Because if you want to just grind peacefully without Stormer and third parties, then I feel like private servers would be a good alternative.
Yeah. Well, the only downside about private servers is you have to own play PvP Lands Plus, which is you have to grind in a public server to get that. So in other words, use before this update drops, go into PvP Lands and grind gold before the update drops, if you want the best advantage. That's my honest advice.
Okay. Let me think.
Stuff that we asked earlier that you could have asked is what's the progress on Twister and just all the other stuff. I'm surprised you didn't ask that.
Earlier this year, for PvP Lands, you were sending out like a whole bunch of teasers of a new map. Where has that map gone?
Oh, that map. So that map was Chapter 1, Season 9. We decided that, as of now, that map is cancelled. Reason being is just because I feel like we're just going to go straight into Chapter 2. But this is why I decided to make
Memory. Memory.
Yeah. This is why I decided to make PvP Lands, Chapter, remastered thing. I mean, unvaulted, because PvP Lands, unvaulted seasons, because there's four types of seasons. The regular seasons, which are just chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on. There's unvaulted, which is our unreleased battle royale maps. We'll still update them, and then we'll make them seasons. There's OG, which is just our OG maps come back, and then there's remastered, which is just a remastered version of PvP Lands. But yeah.
Okay. Alright. That's about all my questions.
Those questions asked about Twister that I'm honestly very surprised you didn't ask a single question about Twister. Or someone that really liked the game.
Yeah, here, I can ask. Will Twister come out?
Honestly, Twister is, as I said, I'm kind of happy he didn't win. Reason being is because Fortnite Creative don't really have the resources that we need for Twitch to come out. Because Twitch is a tornado game. It's so hard to make physics in 1.0 to the point where to pick up your car, throw it, and just make tornadoes in general. So as of now, I have no release date on Twister. It's just a project that, I mean, the map's done, pretty much. So they were just waiting for me to either get UEF in or just find the other way around it. But yeah.
Okay. So that's about it.
Alright. Well, thank you for this very Sigma Q&A. Anyways,
Alright.
to end off this Q&A, we have to say hi to Slushy Jr. His bro's been here with us. He has his gift box. We love you, Slushy Jr. Anyways, goodbye, chat.